It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They stick with McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That finds Ayuk complete. And defenders are there to get him at the line. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a deep shot towards the end. Big gain downfield. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
All right, come on. Out.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Right here.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
He's got it. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the 49ers will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Going run again with McCaffrey. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Caught near the pylon. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Head to 60. Head to 60.
McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. On his Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Dolphins nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard run.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, ready. Ready, set.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 26.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. And the 49ers get there and take him down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready, go.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running back sent in motion. From the 41. Fits it through the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense up to the line fast.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
Purdy on first down. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The 49ers trying to make some noise before halftime. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 19 Lions.
From the gun is Purdy. Has it down close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. First throw for the backup now. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Let's go.
This finds Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's caught. Devon Achane. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Down the sideline to the 45. At the 20. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
60 Maverick. Set go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Shut up. Seven Pirates. Check smash. Cup 19. Get up.
One final shot before halftime. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. On target to Waddle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd down carry for Achane. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Finds his man, Waddle. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continuing to fight at least. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70. Come on. Set. Check go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Brought in by Ayuk. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Let's go.
Working quickly here. 1st down, they go back to McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field. And
he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Dolphins 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go street.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Check go.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 32-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Reload, reload.
Achane again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go.
Quick throw, finds about right. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hunt, hunt.
Huntley. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
A run with McCaffrey. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a 49er 1st down.
79.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he drives this forward to the 6. managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Lion. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Moody knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Set go.
Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
On the ready. Set up. Get up.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Set.
Huntley now to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game?